Our top story tonight deals with a mystery that is shaking the world's most dangerous war zone, that's West Asia. Has Iran, behind the fog of war, under threat from a rampant Israel, secretly become a nuclear power? Now, we always knew it had the capability. That is neither a mystery nor a secret. America has repeatedly tried to stop Iran from becoming a full-fledged nuclear power, in fact. The IAEA has constantly monitored Iran's nuclear facilities, but for the last year, Iran has not only become part of the war zone situation, but it has become belligerent. So did Iran, in the past week, under the cover of secrecy, acquire the capability of using a nuclear bomb, thereby changing the strategic balance of the region and ending Israel's status as the only nuclear power in the region? You see, on the 6th of October, Iran suddenly shut down its airspace starting 9 p.m. local time. Less than 2 hours later, Iran reported a 4.4 magnitude earthquake in a province located around 130 kilometers from Tehran. Seismic activity and military airspace closures at the same time. So, is this coincidence? Or did Iran conduct an underground nuclear test? Let's just take a pause here and just consider the ramifications of a nuclear Iran already embroiled in proxy wars and regional conflicts. The introduction of nuclear weapons could escalate violence beyond anything that West Asia and the world have seen in decades. Iran is not an irresponsible country, but it is now in a position to challenge Israel's unilateral domination. And if Iran feels cornered or threatened, could it use these weapons as leverage, or worse, as a first strike? Millions of innocent lives across Israel, Iran, neighboring countries would be in immediate danger. One wrong move, a misinterpreted military maneuver, and the world could be facing nuclear devastation. Let's just break this down for you. As per reports, on the 6th of October, Iran suddenly and temporarily shut down its airspace. All flights from Iranian airports were reportedly cancelled from 9 p.m. on Sunday, October 6, until 6 a.m. the following Monday. In fact, the Iranian Civil Aviation Authority reportedly issued a notice to Air Missions, NOTAM, signaling a military exercise in the western part of the country. However, this may not have just been a routine exercise. Could the airspace closure be part of a larger, secretive operation? Was it merely a precautionary move for military drills, or was there something more? You see, that very same weekend, on the 6th of October, at 10:45 p.m. local time to be precise, the University of Tehran's Seismography Center announced a 4.4 magnitude earthquake in the city of Aradan, Semnan province. Now, on the surface, it may seem like a natural event, but was this a coincidence or something else entirely? Something sinister. Let's not forget that Iran is close to reaching 90% uranium enrichment, the level needed to build a nuclear weapon. This is not speculation. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, its report in August stated that Iran had increased its stockpile of uranium enriched to 60%. That's just 30% less than what is reportedly required to build a nuclear weapon. Now, if we join the dots, the airspace shutdown, the earthquake, Iran's nuclear ambitions, the possibility that Iran might have tested a nuclear device underground, perhaps may not seem far-fetched. But again, why now? Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has reportedly long maintained a fatwa declaring nuclear weapons illegal. But amid tensions in West Asia, could Iran be reconsidering this stance? Remember, during his speech last week, Khamenei said Israel will not last long. So could Iran have secretly altered the defense doctrine in response to Israeli attacks, thereby advancing their nuclear agenda? Just last week, Iran launched around 200 missiles at Israel, remember, marking its second direct strike this year itself. Iran framed this attack as retaliation for Israel's targeted killings of Iran-allied leaders and commanders. But is there more at play here? Were these missile strikes a distraction while Iran moves towards nuclear capability? You see, Iran has consistently denied seeking nuclear weapons, but denial is common in geopolitics, and actions on the ground often depict something else altogether. And this brings us back to the core question: could Iran, under the guise of military exercises and strategic posturing, be quietly building a nuclear arsenal? Well, the signs are troubling, to say the least. For long, Israel has been rumored to possess nuclear weapons. It has maintained a policy of ambiguity regarding its nuclear arsenal, but reports say most experts agree that Israel possesses significant nuclear capabilities. So, if Iran were to acquire nuclear weapons, is West Asia essentially staring at a nuclear cloud? As per reports on Wednesday, US President Joe Biden and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had a telephonic conversation. What was the topic? Reportedly, Israel's potential retaliation against Iran for its missile attack. According to reports, Biden has warned Israel against targeting nuclear or energy sites in Iran, fearing an uncontrollable cycle of retaliation. But again, the question is, will Israel comply? Meanwhile, Iran's leadership, including the president, Masoud Pezeshkian, reportedly said that Tehran does not want war with Israel, but it will retaliate if provoked. But then, if Iran already has nuclear weapons, West Asia could quickly become one of the most dangerous regions. The delicate balance of power would shift entirely. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, both regional powerhouses, might feel pressured to develop their own nuclear programs, triggering a regional arms race. The global non-proliferation treaty, already fragile, could crumble further. The stakes could not be higher, and the consequences of inaction could be catastrophic, to say the least. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.